Did you know that Mark Zuckerberg originally planned to never see this movie?
Oh no, you're still wired in?
He ended up taking several of his employees to see it. He later remarked that, despite some of the film's inaccuracies, they got his clothing right. Natalie Portman revealed during Newsweek's 2011 Oscar Roundtable that she gave a dinner party for writer Aaron Sorkin while he was writing the script for this movie, to which she invited a bunch of her friends from Harvard. She wanted to give him the chance to listen to first-hand stories about the social life at Harvard University. As part of his research, Jesse Eisenberg read a copy of Mark Zuckerberg's college application. Zuckerberg's essay focused on his love of fencing, so Eisenberg took a couple of lessons. He quickly realized it affected his posture and the way he moved, and applied that knowledge to his portrayal of the character. The script was written in 178 pages. The studio told Aaron Sorkin to cut it off at least 30 pages, but director David Fincher decided to keep all the pages. He told Sorkin to read all of them within 2 hours, and Sorkin succeeded. That's why the dialogue in the opening scene starts when the studio's logo is shown.
You're breaking up with me?
You are going to introduce me to people I wouldn't normally have the chance to meet. What is that supposed to mean?
Wait, settle down.
What is it supposed to mean?
Erica, the reason we're able to sit here and drink right now is because you used to sleep with the door guy.
The door guy. His name is Bobby. I have not slept with the door guy. The door guy is a friend of mine, and he's a perfectly good class of people. And what part of Long Island are you from? Wimbledon?
Wait.
I'm going back to my dorm.
Wait. Is this real?
Yes.
Okay, then wait. I apologize, okay?
I have to go study.
Erica?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I mean it.
I appreciate that, but I have to go study.
Come on, you don't have to study. Let's just talk.
I can't.
Why?
Because it is exhausting. Dating you is like dating a stairmaster.
All I meant is that you're...
In the movie, Armie Hammer takes on the roles of both Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. However, during filming, Hammer portrayed only one of the twins. The other twin was played by Josh Pence, and director David Fincher used visual effects to superimpose Hammer's face onto Pence's body. It's worth noting that Pence wasn't simply hired as a body double. He actually underwent weeks of auditioning for the role of one of the Winklevoss twins.
He set up the whole website in one night. He did it while he was drunk. 22,000. How do you know he was drunk?
According to David Fincher, Harvard wasn't very helpful to the crew when they wanted to get as realistic a portrayal as possible of campus life. They had refused filming there ever since significant physical damage to the campus during the shooting of Love Story in 1970. Other schools had to fill in for it instead. Before filming, Jesse Eisenberg created a false Facebook account for research. Eisenberg opened his account under the name of Peter Sagal, the host of the radio show Wait, Don't Tell Me, which Eisenberg was listening to at the time. He closed the account when filming wrapped.
Let the hacking begin. Next is Elliot. They're also open, but with no indexes on Apache. I can run an empty search and it returns all the images in the database in a single page. And I can save the page and Mozilla will save all the images for me. Excellent. Moving right along.
Did you know that actress Rashida Jones, who plays Marilyn Delphi in the movie, graduated from Harvard in real life? She even got to address the graduating class of 2016 as part of the annual Class Day celebration. Did you know that Jonah Hill was up for the role of Sean Parker? For some reason, director David Fincher just wasn't having the actor and went with Justin Timberlake instead. Hill confessed on a recent podcast that this was the only thing in his career that years later he's still bummed out about. Andrew Garfield also wasn't originally going to be Eduardo. He actually auditioned for the main role as Mark Zuckerberg, but he wasn't a big name in 2010, so Fincher gave him Saverin's role.
We stole the Facebook from Divya Narendra and the Winklevoss.
I know what it says.
Did we?
Did we what?
Don't screw around with me now. Look at me. The letter says we could face legal action.
No, it says I could face legal action.
This is from a lawyer, Mark. They must feel they have some ground.
The lawyer is their father's house counsel.
Do they have ground?
The grounds are our thing is cool and popular and Harvard connection is lame. Wardo, I didn't use any of their code. I promise, I didn't use anything. Look, a guy who built a nice chair doesn't owe money to everyone who ever has built a chair, okay? They came to me
In
with
real
an idea.
life, Andrew Garfield is a big fan of Justin Timberlake and was quite shocked when he learned he was going to play alongside him. He actually confessed to being an NSYNC fan as a child and even quoted, "I wished I could be Justin when I was a kid." In this scene, Zuckerberg drinks an appletini. The real Zuckerberg had apparently never even heard of an appletini. After watching the movie, Zuckerberg tried an appletini. Reportedly, he liked it quite a bit, and perhaps jokingly named the Appletini the official drink of Facebook.
Industry doesn't have a sense of humor.
Jesse Eisenberg, who is diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, said in an interview that one of the hardest things about the role was having to deliberately speak and behave in a manner he had struggled against in his own personality his entire life.
Party, but I'm not talking about a dating site. I'm talking about taking the entire social experience of college and putting it online.
I can't feel my legs.
I know. I'm totally psyched about this too, but Wardo,
Yeah. It would be exclusive.
you would have to know the people on the site to get past your own page, like getting punched.
Well, that's good.
Wardo, it's like a final club, except we're the president.
I told him I thought it sounded great. It was a great idea. There was nothing to hack.
Star Shia LaBeouf turned down the role of Mark Zuckerberg, at which point Jesse Eisenberg was given the role. The only actor in this scene who got to meet the real-life person he was portraying was Justin Timberlake. None of the other actors were able to meet their off-screen counterparts. Jesse Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield became good friends during filming. According to Eisenberg, the dramatic rivalry between their characters was hard for the two because it affected them emotionally.
Mark! Mark!
He's wired in.
Sorry?
He's wired in.
Is he?
Yes.
How about now? You still wired in?
Call security.
You issued 24 million new shares of stock.
You were told that if new investors
How
came
much
along...
were your shares diluted? How much were his?
What was Mr. Zuckerberg's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Mr. Moskowitz's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Sean Parker's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Peter Thiel's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
And what was your ownership share diluted down to?
0.03%.
You signed the papers.
You set me up.
You're gonna blame me because you were the business head of the company and you made a bad business deal with your own company?
This is gonna be like I'm not a part of Facebook.
It won't be like you're not a part of Facebook. You're not a part of Facebook.
My name's on the masthead.
You might want to check again.
It's because I froze the account?
You think we were gonna let you parade around in your ridiculous suits pretending you were running this company?
Sorry! My Prada's at the cleaners! Along with my hoodie and my fuck you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebags!
The film won 3 Academy Awards and was included in the 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die list by Steven Schneider.
And you're not a hugger. I know.